Good morning, everyone. I'm back with another process video. This one is entitled Beautiful. I am using the Recollections paper pack that is called All Girl. I don't think it's in stores anymore, but it is part of my stash, and so I want to use it. I did back it up with a paper from Sassafras Last. I hope that none of you think it's such a travesty that I just put it over pattern paper to make it sturdier. Because I just don't know how to use that color, those patterns. If anybody is looking for some sassafras paper and they really love it and they would like to use it, I still have like a Ahoy there or something in blue and red. I might do a little giveaway for those that are fans of sassafras. That might be an idea. But lately, what I've been doing, if in case I don't like a paper, is I've taken from Grace Tolman. I think even Kelly. I can't pinpoint other than Grace Tolman, who's said or given tips about using the backs of one-sided paper or even double-sided paper. I use it as something to like this All Girl Recollections paper pack is super thin paper. It's like 180 pages, but it's super thin. So I needed another piece of paper to make it sturdy, and that sassafras paper is pretty sturdy, and so I'm not going to use it, and so I decided to not waste it and have it used as a base that I can cover the paper, and I think I feel less wasteful and I don't have such a guilt complex about not getting that paper utilized, and now it is. So onto my layout. I did use that green paper is by Lakeside. The floral green one is by Lakeside. If you notice at the beginning of the video, I also used another base, which was a baby layout or baby paper from the Paper Studio. It's from the Paper Studio, and I am using that black and white camera print is from one of those either Amy Tangerine or Dear Lizzie collection packs, the 8.5 by 11 that they sold at Michael's a while back too. So this is all using my stash. This is the baby paper is a newer to me collection, and all the rest is older stash that I have that I want to use up. Here I am showing you that letter card cutout was a gift card holder, and it's like an envelope, and it has a heart postage stamp, and it's canceled out in silver. It's adorable, and so I used it as a ephemera piece. And I just covered up whatever said Starbucks or the hole in the middle of the envelope. Nobody's going to notice. And I used over the top is a polka dot little mini card from American Crafts. And so I kind of took it like their little card or whatever journaling is going to be put inside that is going to be their little letter to the person in the sonogram, which is my friend's daughter. This is a layout that I made for her, of course. It came out rather quickly once I put the camera paper right over the Lakeside paper, because I really didn't know, other than I do the go-tos where you go to a diagonal. I don't know. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. And so there's only so many ways you can go on a paper: straight up and down, straight across, left to right, or diagonally to a corner, in a circle, and to the top half or the top third, the bottom third. Like there's only so many places in quadrants or what have you that you can do, and then just make a design up from that. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. This is something that works for me as a diagonal. I tend to do it a lot. And I try to switch it up by doing the other side, but I think because I'm a lefty and we read from left to right, I tend to do my corners starting at the top left. And that's just me. Sometimes I try to switch it up and try to do the top right corner to the bottom left corner diagonally, but I have to like force myself to do that in those instances. If you can hear my son, He is having a blast in his brother's room playing with all his toys. While the mice, what is it? While the cat's away, the mice play. That's my son with his older brother's room and his toys. So here, I used up several stash. The Dream Big scallop circles were from the Little by Little collection from Chamel. I used some punched out glitter paper butterflies, and those were from I used the Martha Stewart punch. This yellow border that I'm using here is from Crate Paper. Ended up using that yellow border because the paper itself has yellow and orange, and I did find a piece towards the bottom on top of that letter sticker from, I believe that's My Mind's Eye. So there was yellow spots going around, and I felt like I needed more of it. And it was kind of getting like pink overload because of all the butterflies, the pattern paper, the backing of the sonogram, and also those scallop circles that I used. So I wanted to bring in another color to bring in that brightness and break up the monotony or the monotoneness of the pink. I didn't have this border sticker isn't completely 12 by 12, so it wouldn't run all the way up and down. So I had to finagle it, and I actually broke it up in 3 parts. I cut it towards the bottom where you see that phrase, and which I cut out of a journaling card. And then from the journaling card to the tip of the butterfly, I cut just so that I could have that little bit of extra wiggle room to make sure that the border sticker went all the way across to the top. And just to the pink picture, or pink pattern paper, mind you. So the idea of the butterflies didn't come until I found these glitter paper butterflies. And then I used Heidi Swapp, those Resist Mist type of color shine die cuts that she sold a few years ago. They're completely white, and then you just mist them whatever color you want. I used a few of those. Then I put the butterfly over that. And then I found the patterned, they're not transparencies, and the name is acrylic butterflies, and they were shaped in a blue, which I like because it kind of gives it a complementary color, but it's also not, and it shows a different pattern, so there's a lot of depth and variety in the colors. I also found these turquoise glittered butterflies that were die cuts also in those same packs. And then that Happy Moment glittered circle is from a Mambi chipboard sticker pack. So I think those are most of my embellishments. What else did I miss? I used a paper clip, and I also used a wood veneer piece. That beautiful wood veneer piece is the only thing that's kind of gray, which I don't mind because the sonogram kind of plays on the grays. And so I don't really mind it, and I like the look of it overall. It's not heavy that it's black, and it doesn't detract from the decoration in the layout. So, and that's from the Simply Pastel collection. I did use a couple of Heidi Swapp shine sprays. I can't recall. I don't even remember if I'm saying that correctly. I used the Beautiful Day, and the Love is also from the chipboard. The Beautiful Day quotations is from Tim Holtzer's metallic stickers. Here are a few of the ones that I used, a teal and a butter. And I also used a pink, and I can't recall what I have it. If you guys do need to know or want to know the other pink sprays that I used, leave me a comment down below. I did use some enamel dots also, as you can see in the close-ups, and that is pretty much it. I finished it off with a Heidi Swapp date stamp. Here are a few more close-ups of the layout. I hope you did enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!